Pirate fans, it's time. Saturday afternoon, we're going to see him. The first overall pick of the 2023 NFL or MLB Draft, Paul Skenes, is making his debut Saturday afternoon against those Chicago Cubbies when they come to PNC Park. What is going on, everybody? I am Mac, back with another video. As always, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Follow on Instagram. Link is down in the box below. So yeah, unless you've been living under a rock for the last 16 hours or so, or the last day or so, as I am recording this on Thursday, the time that I'll be able to record this and then put it out on YouTube, Paul Skenes has been finally called up after dominating down in AAA, not even single A or double A. We're talking about AAA, where start after start after start, every single 5 days, he took the mound. He was just making every opponent that he made just look foolish. Like they shouldn't even be playing baseball. This guy's been getting nothing but Steven Strasburg comparisons. That's how good he is. That's his ceiling. He's that good, is the next Steven Strasburg. And to say that I'm excited is a massive understatement, because we know how awful the Pirates have been since around this time in April. Okay, we're 8-19 in the last 27 games. We just dropped an inexcusable series to the Los Angeles Angels. And this team needs a spark. Any kind of spark. Preferably offense. But the fact is, this team needs a spark for sure. And calling up your number one prospect might do the trick in that. Not just with the pitching, because that can resolve an issue on its own with who you're going to do with the fifth starter. But we know Paul Skenes is definitely not going to be the fifth starter. I mean, this guy's ace-worthy. Okay? But now it gives you so many question marks, because now your guys are going to be Jared Jones, Mitch Keller, Martin Perez, Paul Skenes. But now who do you do for the fifth starter? I think Bailey Falter should still be the fifth guy. You send Quinn Priester back down to you send Quinn Priester back down to the farm, let him develop a little bit more. But I think that's your rotation for the rest of the season. Okay? Jared Jones, Mitch Keller, Martin Perez, Paul Skenes, Bailey Falter. Those are your five guys going forward, because we know the pitching is what's going to carry this team. Okay? And I understood. Now, here's the thing. Tons of Pirate fans were going like, oh, why haven't we called up Paul Skenes yet? Oh, he's dominating down in AAA. Oh, he's, they're just waiting for no reason to call him up. Why isn't he called up yet? Like, the thing with me is that I understood why he was still there, because you wanted to get him in that 5-day routine. You wanted to, not rush him up to the big leagues. I just didn't think we'd call him up this early. Like, yeah, I anticipated us to call him up at some point this season, but I didn't think it'd be this early. So definitely it's a surprise to me in all the good reasons. But I think calling up right now, in the context of where the Pirates are right now, it makes the most sense right now, because you're going to get the most out of him. And by the time season's end, you're going to know where he is in the rotation. So I definitely think that this does make the most sense to call him up right now, especially considering where the Pirates are. Now, yes, we know Paul Skenes is not going to, drive in runs. He's not going to swing the bat because he's a pitcher. But I'm telling you, this might actually help out the offense. Why is that? Well, maybe the offense, this is what the spark the offense needed. They were probably waiting for Paul Skenes to get called up, And now that you have that missing piece filled in with the rest of this rebuild that's going on, you have your best player in the farm, the top prospect in all of baseball, called up. And like I said, the pitching is absolutely the strength of this team. Now you called up your top prospect. Now you're going to see what he has. And maybe this is the spark that the offense needed, because the offense wasn't scoring when Mitch Keller was pitching well, and he pitched a phenomenal complete game on Monday night against the Angels. Went all 9 innings, struck out 5, registered 17 ground ball outs, pitched a whale of a game. You weren't getting that for sure with Quinn Priester, the human pitch machine, who allowed yet another home run. And I think with the Pirates is that if you have pitchers, like, look at it this way so far with the Bucks. You got Jared Jones, you got Martin Perez, you got Mitch Keller. Those are 3 pitchers right there in your rotation that you are more than capable of winning games with, and they're going to keep you in the game. Bailey Falter, up and down. You got to score a lot with him. Quinn Priester, up and down. Got to score a lot with him. Marco Gonzalez, up and down. Got to score a lot with him. So basic, a healthy Marco Gonzalez, I should explain. But those are 6 starters right there. And I know you can only keep 5 in the rotation. But with those 6 starters, you're looking at about 3-3 right there. But you take one of them out of the equation. I think it's going to be Quinn Priester. And you plug in Paul Skenes. You can get 4 runs and win a game with Paul Skenes. You can get 4 runs and win a game with Mitch Keller. And it proved it Monday night. Edward Olivares, grand slam. One swing of the bat was the entire Pirates offense. You can get under 5 runs and win a game with Jared Jones. Those are 3 wins right there. And then the rest 2, Bailey Falter and wait, what is okay, so with Bailey Falter, you're going to need to score a lot of runs. No doubt about that. And then with either Quinn Priester, you're going to have to score a lot right there. But that's my point. Mitch Keller, Jared Jones, Paul Skenes, Martin Perez, that's who I was thinking about. You can get 4 wins right there by scoring under 5 runs. Bailey Falter's the black sheep. So basically, you're plugging in Paul Skenes. This could be the spark that the offense needs because you can get run support for him. And that's why I love the move so much, because this kid is going to dominate. Eventually, Bubba Chandler's going to get called up as well. Bubba Chandler and Paul Skenes are the same age. They're both 21 years old. So Bubba Chandler's going to come up soon. That's your rotation right there, assuming we keep Martin Perez. And if we do move on from Quinn Priester, can probably develop. But you're looking at a strong rotation right there with Paul Skenes, Jared Jones, Mitch Keller, Martin Perez. He gets an asterisk because I don't know if he's going to be there for the long term, but he's here right now. And then Bailey Falter, he's another asterisk. But that's your rotation, at least for this year. It's a strong rotation. It's a rotation that can keep you in a game. Now, of course, the offense has to do their part. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. So I'm telling you this right now. Offense, this is your last chance, offense. Do not spoil this kid's debut. Do not ruin it for him. You have no excuse now. This kid is ultra talented. Potentially a generational talent, a franchise guy that is going to be taking the hill at PNC Park, 4:05 first pitch in Pittsburgh. Tickets are flying off the shelves. I've never seen ticket prices at PNC Park be so high in my life. Do not ruin this kid's debut. Do not ruin it for him. Because if you do, screw lowering the volume on your PC or your phone. People listening to that video will need hearing aids for the rest of their life. You get men on against the Cubs. I mean, you should be able to score with men on against the Cubs no matter what. But especially now with Paul Skenes taking the hill. O'Neal Cruz swatted a bases clearing double against the Angels on Wednesday afternoon. That gave him a 3-2 lead. Bullpen blew it like they usually do. If there are runners on base with Paul Skenes on the mound, I better see the Pirates taking advantage of it and scoring runs. Do not ruin this kid's debut. Because you know he's going to be out there busting his ass. And if he has a bad start against the Cubs, he has a bad start. I'm not going to think too much of it, chopping it down to rookie jitters. It happens. But if he's pitching a gem, I better see runs across the board helping him out. But yeah, man, this could be the answer that the Pirates needed all this time. Maybe they were just waiting for Paul Skenes. Maybe the offense just needed to know that we have the franchise guy on the mound and we're going to give him all the help that he needs. Paul Skenes, welcome to Pittsburgh, baby. And I am pumped to sit down here and watch the game on Saturday and see what this kid has. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Mac, checking on out for the day. Have a good one, everybody.